Hello and welcome again to our show. We're here with an exciting information and we're here to wow you. Like, you want to wow us? Yes. I want to wow you like you've never been wowed before. But not just wow. What does wow mean? An acronym for Women of Wisdom. Today, my guest star, Evangelist Lucille Spears, who is the founder and CEO of WOW Women of Wisdom, the Concord, North Carolina division, and Minister Joyce Tobin Perry, who is the managing director of WOW. And I'm actually an affiliate of WOW for Encouraging Word Ministries International. So you have triple wow. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you.
Let's talk about WOW.
Well, WOW means Women of Wisdom, like you were talking about. And the Lord gave me this ministry title, the first of the year. He told me that women need to be mentored. And so I started having different things, different workshops, for women. About probably my second empowerment breakfast, she came aboard and she found me on Facebook. And it's like Sister Joyce not been around and around on this, and she was like, what are the women doing? This is interesting. I like to be a part. And so she came to one of the breakfasts, and she was like, wow, this is something that I want to be a part of. And so this is about the same time that I met you, because if I remember correctly, she brought you to the breakfast with her.
That's right.
And so what we've been able to do is we've been able to do these breakfasts to encourage the women. We've had it on, grief, and then we've had it on forgiveness, and we've talked about singles, and we talked about being married. We've talked about boundaries. We talk about all those things that it helps the women to get where they need to be. And the one thing that the ministry is built on Titus 2, 3 through 5,
right,
where it talks about the older women, such as us,
yes,
are supposed to be able to help the younger women to be the women that they're supposed to be, how
yes,
they can be good mothers, how
yes,
they can be good wives. And so what we want to do is help them to mold them into the way that they should be. So it's just really been fun. We're embracing all women. All color, it does not matter,
yes,
saved, unsaved. We're just trying to get them into a good point, point in life. So it's been exciting. It's been an exciting year. As a matter of fact, we'll be celebrating our 1-year anniversary on October the 17th. We're going to have a gala.
I heard about that gala. Tell us something about the gala. Where? How can we get the tickets? What can we expect from that fellowship and just camaraderie?
Well, I'm going to start off, and then I'm going to let Sister Joyce talk about it as well. But we're going to have it October the 17th. It's going to be at the Cabarrus Arena. We're going to have vendors there. We're going to have a speaker who is going to come and empower us even more. Her name is Pastor Sharon Mingo. She's from Lancaster, South Carolina.
Okay.
And then we're going to have one of my spiritual sons. His name is Elder Tim, and he's going to come with his group Elevation, which is from Lancaster, South Carolina. As a matter of fact, they just released a new CD about several months ago.
Okay.
And so he's going to come. And then we're looking to add some more surprises to the gala affair. And the theme for the gala is the Gala of God's Glory.
The Gala of God's Glory.
Yes.
Now, this Cabarrus Arena is in Concord, North Carolina?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is.
All right. What type of attire?
What we're wanting to do, we say a gala, God's glory. So we want you to dress like the Lord has blessed you.
Oh, my.
And so we're asking that it be all white. Really are, because one of the things, the colors for Women of Wisdom, the Lord gave us white, and we're sending it with purple or a little lilac. But we're asking that everybody will wear all white, because we really want to show the glory, of God. It's not to, it's all to make sure that we give emphasis on what the Lord is doing. Because like I said, whenever he birthed the ministry in us, it came from the heart of God. And I know it did, because every need that we've had to make, God has already made the provision for it. It seemed like before we speak, You know, it's already done. And so we just want to embrace women. Of course, they'll be bringing their husbands or their significant other with them. And we also, at that event on October 17th, we want to roll out the plan for WOW for 2016. Because God has really blessed us to be able to do some more magnificent things in 2016 that are really going to be able to help the community, help the women, you know. And then, as a matter of fact, I was talking to my husband, Sister Joyce and Minister Wosu, because he said, sweetie, you know what? You always do something for the women. What about the men? So I said, you know what? Maybe we'll embrace the men in 2016 and we'll do men of wisdom. Because if you read the scripture in Titus 2, it talks above that before it gets to 3 through 5. It talks about the men in 1 and 2. That's you know, so we made, the Lord leads us. We're going to pick up the men as well.
Greetings, beloved. NWN Broadcasting is now live and on the air via the Streaming Inspiration Broadcast Network with your host, Nellie Wosu, founder and owner of NW Media Enterprises, an affiliate of Gatmoon Publishing, LLC, and the Encouraging Word Ministries International. We're so glad you've tuned in. For all media inquiries, questions, and feedback related to NWN Radio or NWN Television, contact us today at www.nwmediaenterprises.com or write us at info@nwmediaenterprises.com. NW Media Enterprises, where your voice is heard and your presence is felt.
We need to. That is essential. Minister Perry?
I just want to kind of re-emphasize some things that Sister Lucille is talking about when it talks about the things the Lord has given us for women. You know, just to empower them. Yes. To let them know that they are important in the matters of ministry, and that there's a significant work for women in ministry. When you look throughout the Old and New Testament, you see the working hands of women in ministry.
Yes, you do.
And a lot of times people don't want to be at the forefront of the ministry. But when you look at the divine purpose, planning of God, then He had women in the picture. Right. You know, from the beginning. From the beginning, there was a significant plan of His that we would be networking in ministry, helping men to stand in their rightful positions, not wanting to take their place, but helping in ministry. So that's the encouragement that we do in WOW. And WOW is not a church. You know, we want to let everybody know that it is not a church. Right. But it's a network of ministries working together for the greater good. Yes. You know, that's our purpose. Is to work for the greater good and to network with each other, not trying to stand in front of each other, but side by side, working in ministry and loving and connecting.
That is true. And that's actually what goes on at the prayer breakfasts, the empowerment speeches, the camaraderie between the women. It even extends to the management of the facility where we have these wonderful get-togethers, gatherings. I've met so many new people that have become significant in my life just because of the outpouring of love. And Evangelist, I love when you say, we're not here for isms and schisms. Because oftentimes we know that when women get together, it can become kind of, wow. You know what I mean? And I have to say, that is no one that I've met, and I've been coming, I think, since December. Right. It's been none. So it is apparent to me that the head is clear.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Because things come from the head. And so the body is well. And everyone has an opportunity. I thank you for the opportunity that you gave me to speak about restoration. It did something for me as well. But tell us where people can go to be able to become a part of the Empowerment Breakfast. How do we find out information? Please tell our audience.
Before I do that, and I'm going to let Sister Joyce do that because she handles the partnering part of it, but I also want to talk about what Women of Wisdom can offer to churches.
Okay.
You know, like if you have a women's ministry within your church, God has equipped us with teachers such as myself and Sister Joyce. And then we have a person who can do financial management, which is Minister Rose. And then we have someone else that can help with administrative stuff, which is my daughter, Trinisha. Mm-hmm. But if you want, if you need to have a conference at the church women's conference and say you don't know how to put the event together, this is where we come in. We'll come in and we'll sit down with you and see what you want and talk with you. And then we'll come back. We'll take your ideas. You know, she and I will sit down and make a plan out for you, bring it back to you and see if that's what you want. And then, you know, the Lord is blessing the ministry as such that, you know, we're not talking about cost. We're talking about empowering women to get where they need to be. Yes. And so we'll come in and we'll do some training with you. And so you can roll it out to your other women. As a matter of fact, we do have some women in South Carolina that are going to embrace, you know, Women of Wisdom because they're wanting to do something in that area. As a matter of fact, forgot about this. We're going to start a women's roundtable in Mooresville, North Carolina, and we're starting that. We're rolling that out in August. You know, so we're excited about that. We're going to be talking about boundaries. We're going to be talking about forgiveness. We're going to be talking about one thing that we're going to do is a personality instrument that I love and I have fun with it. You know, talking about how we're supposed to, how can we help others unless we can help ourselves? Because I can't help you if I don't know me. Right. You know, and so we do the personality instrument. As a matter of fact, we started on that, you know, at the Empowerment Breakfast on Saturday. Yes. And it was really good because we want to be able to be naked before each other. Yes. Because if I come in and I'm not quite feeling it, you know, I don't want Sister Joyce to be looking at me like, you know, isms and schisms, remember? Yes, you know, but say, oh, okay. It's just a bad day. And then we're able to bond together. Or if the Lord puts her in my spirit at night, she can just pray for me. You know, not that she may know what's going on, but just pray for me. And I want that bond to be that thick between all of the people who connect with Women of Wisdom. So we're excited, you know, about the Mooresville Roundtable, you know, because one thing that the Lord did tell me whenever he gave me the vision for the ministry, he said, I will put Women of Wisdom in the north, the south, the east, and the west. Yes. And he is doing just what he said he would do. And he always does. He always does. So Sister Joyce is going to talk about membership and partnership.
When partnering with Women of Wisdom, we have the Empowerment Breakfast. And any event that we have, if you find that these are some ladies that you want to connect with or you feel comfortable in that environment, you want to know a little bit more about the ministries, then we're all on Facebook. You can leave a message on the Facebook page and someone will get back with you. There is a telephone number and our administrative assistant to the ministry, we call her Shay, and she's known by that. But she will get back with you and connect you with the person that you need to, which is myself, with a partner's agreement for the ministry. With that information, you just get the vision statement of the ministry. And we give you the information so that you can make a decision, conscious decision, as to whether or not you want to abide by the rules or the regulations that God has set in place for the ministry. And if you do so, you can just sign the agreement and then come on board as partners. Again, I want to reiterate, we are not a church. Right. We do encourage you to network with a facility because the word teaches us that we are to connect with each other. Yes. You know, failing not to assemble yourselves. Yes, you know, so we want you to understand that we are not pulling you from a church, but we're just helping to empower you. Yes. There are a lot of women that just stand on the sidelines in church. Yes. And want something different. So we embrace. So we embrace that. We embrace that. We embrace that. We embrace that. There you have it. Thank you.
And if I could add one more thing
Yes.
about the Women's Roundtable in Mooresville, one of the things that Sister Joyce and I are going to be doing, along with Minister Fagan as well, we're going to be meeting with some of the pastors in the Mooresville area, because we're not a church.
We're not a church.
But we're going to be talking to them of what we're going to be doing for the women in the Mooresville area, and when they're seeking a church, that we will be able to, with prayer from the Lord, to be able to have someone that can undergird them and usher them back in their place in God where they need to be. Because there's only a certain point that Women of Wisdom can take them, because we're not a church.
Absolutely.
You know, but we want to, after they'll be made whole, we want them to be able to not forsake the assembling of themselves with like believers, because that's the word of God.
Yeah, we're helping to shepherd them in.
That's very good. Well, there you have it. Thank you for joining us. Wow.
Yes.
We're looking forward to wow extending to a city near us all. Are you interested in becoming a woman of wisdom? I bet you're already one. Reach out to these wonderful women of God here and see how your wow factor can enhance someone else's wow. I've been uplifted by being in their company. I've met new people and reacquainted myself with older friends from way back. It has made a significant improvement in my relationships and to extend the encouraging word that I've been given. Check us out again at Streaming Inspiration. I am Minister Nellie Wosu. It's been a pleasure to be with you again today. We look forward to seeing you once again.